Hi Saurabh. Firstly, thank you for coming here and doing this. We are extremely happy कि आपके साथ ये chat करने की opportunity मिली है. I know it's been a tough season in terms of travel schedules for you, but you're still kind of been here and doing what you do the best. So, thank you for being here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'm trying my best.
काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग सीजन गया अभी तक हमारा है ना लाइक फ्रॉम द डे वी स्टार्टेड हैविंग अ गेम अफेक्टेड बाय रेन अ वॉश आउट stop start kind of season, but we still kept the results on our side. Personally, from your perspective, how has this journey been?
I think for me, first of all, rubbing shoulders with some of the top players in the world, which are part of our team, especially even in the coaching staff, like Ricky Ponting. He's been one of the legends of the game who I've been watching since my childhood. So just being part of that dressing room is special for me. Regarding this tournament, I think the good thing that we do as a team that we did in season 1 as well is we have a good family atmosphere. We focus a lot on the processes and building a good team culture where we bond and play as one unit and not rely on any one person's individual brilliance. I think that's been the key trademark of our team so far, that we've played as a team.
And how much do you think the bonding we have here reflects on our on-field performances? Like a lot?
I think it makes a big difference in key moments, because T20 is a game of key pressure moments. There are a few moments, and those moments define whether you win or lose the game, because the margins are very small in T20. So, and it's better if you're as a unit, you have the clarity, your mates are backing you. That's what helps you get over those nerves and do it for the team in that pressure moment.
True,
So I think yeah, definitely helps.
and that's how our unit has been so far, right? Everyone's backing each other, playing for each other. So, sort of, let's get into some of the interesting aspects of this season, which a lot of people wouldn't be aware of, right? Uh, you had a great personal milestone in your life. I'm talking about the World Cup as well as your family life, right? You were blessed with a baby girl. So all of that happening this year, how do you kind of reflect on how things have been for you?
I think I'm just very grateful. Like, I don't have any more words to express. The good thing is that I'm not focusing on the outcomes. I'm just trying to be the best version of myself and trying to improve myself as a person. That's my goal. Like, I've started the journey where I'm doing yoga now since the last 1 or 2 years, and it's been helping me a lot when I'm trying to take care of myself, eat well, do the best that I can in every role that I have in family life, in sports life, in my technology career, and the results will come automatically, and I'm grateful for that they're coming.
Also, when did you make the shift of kind of, you spoke about yoga now, but in terms of your diet preferences, in terms of your discipline, were you always like this or that shift has happened lately?
I think shift has happened lately. It gradually started. I stopped eating meat around 4 years back. Me and my wife, we decided to do that when we actually adopted a puppy. So that changed my life as well. Started eating healthy. I mean, got inspired by some of the top athletes as well. If you look at Virat Kohli, he was one of my inspiration in the sense of his fitness regime and how taking care of yourself helps you optimize your performance as well. So that's when we both I used to hit the gym. I used to follow my training programs religiously, and I stumbled upon a yoga workshop on YouTube from a channel called Sattvic Movement. I attended their yoga workshops and it really transformed me. So then I bought a book called Light on Yoga, and that's the book I'm trying to follow now. And that's been a transformational journey, not just in a physical way, but in a mental way, in a spiritual way. I'm trying to get better and trying to improve myself.
Wow. And couple of things which kind of, if I look at it from my perspective, couple of things which really stand out about you are, one, the discipline. I mean, you have a specific routine, you are quite disciplined. And second thing is, Again, this comes from my conversations with some of your teammates. They've spoken about how you always kind of try and give them advice about living in the present moment, not trying to worry much about what has went by or what's in the future. So all this transformation is what brought you here.
Yeah, I think so. Through the journey, you realize the small things about yourself. I think the first thing is accepting your weaknesses and confronting them instead of brushing them aside. So once you accept your weaknesses, you know what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, and then you just work on that. And another thing I am big on is to try to control the controllables. Like there are a lot of things in everything that you do which can't be controlled by you. If you take an example of cricket, pitch conditions, wind, weather, toss, that's all uncontrollable, who the opposition is. But what you can control is how best you prepare, how best you take care of your own body to be best prepared for the match, and then being clear in your execution in pressure moments, and then let the result be, like, you detach yourself from the results.
Right.
You just do your process to the best of your ability.
And do you think that has been your greatest strength?
That's what I've been trying to do. I admit I do get nervous at moments because it's a learning journey, but I try to remind myself to go back to the process and try to enjoy that, like every moment.
Again, talking about process and performances, let's touch a bit upon this season, which has been such a phenomenal season for you so far, right? You missed a couple of games, and we'll come to that. But apart from that, whenever you've played, you've been right on the money. So, talk about your performances from your perspective.
So I think obviously I've got good confidence from the World Cup platform that we got, and got the belief that if I did my best, I could compete against good players. Another thing, I would like to give full credit to Captain Steve Smith, who stands at mid-off whenever I bowl, and he gives me the clarity as to what we want. We brainstorm effectively, like we have healthy discussions, and especially our bowling coach Sean Bradstreet.
Wow.
So we've had really good, productive team meetings prior to the game. And Coach Ricky, like, he gives you the confidence that he's going to back you and he believes in you. So when you have such positive energy behind you, all you have to do is just go out there and try your best, and they'll take care of it. Like, they'll back you.
Absolutely, and it's been a beautiful partnership, right? Whether it's the coaches, the owners, you, all of this unit has really backed each other, and that's where I want to kind of intervene and get the conversation heading towards what all went behind the scenes to get you at the games, right? You're back home, as you were blessed with a baby girl. You had to take care of your family, but you were gracious enough to still, find those slots to come in, play a game here, go back again. So just talk about what really went behind all of this.
Yeah. Again, I think a special mention to the management of Freedom for organizing flights at such a short notice for me and making me feel so comfortable to go back and forth and play those games. And my family, my wife especially, who's been the backbone for me throughout my journey in the US here, and her support has been instrumental. So it's a team effort. I'm just thinking myself that I'm very lucky that I can do this and I can play, because I love doing it. So it's been grateful to have such nice people around you.
And I was there kind of listening through these conversations, talking to Saurabh whether you can make it, and you're like, okay, I'll be able to make it. And then there was a private plane arranged for you. I know all of us being a little conservative, we would initially hesitate that I don't want to kind of hop onto a private plane. I'll take a commercial flight. But Sanjay insisted that you have to, and then made sure that it's as comfortable as possible for you. Then you came in maybe on a morning of a game once, played the game, and flew back in the night, right?
Kudos to him for getting that organized.
I couldn't believe what
it was my
happening.
first experience in a private jet. I would have never done that anytime. But yeah, it was nice.
It was quite thrilling. I couldn't believe what's actually happening, right? Like playing a game, flying private, getting back home, taking care of your family, again coming back, playing a game, going back, taking care of your family. It's incredible, man.
Yeah, it was insane, yeah.
Yeah, and would love to kind of get this from Sanjay's perspective also. It would be quite interesting when we talk to him. So apart from that, talk us through about how are things back home. You've spoken about how supportive your family is. We've seen your parents also kind of being there, backing you all the time. So how does it feel to have such a strong support system behind you?
I mean, like I said, it's blessing that not everybody gets that kind of an atmosphere. I mean, since my childhood, like my parents, my grandparents also in my early part of life have been my backbone, where because of that, I could actually start playing because they've made those sacrifices in their lives to give me that time so that I could go and train 3-4 hours in a day by traveling in Mumbai life. Like, so that's how it started. In the US, it's been my wife, me and my wife. So yeah, it's not always an individual effort. It's always so many people behind it. So many coaches, my professors at college, who helped me juggle through my assignments, my exams to actually go and play matches, and vice versa, my coaches. So it's been a team effort, and I'm lucky that it's worked out that way.
And you've always been someone who is juggling between things, so that's not new to you, right? Whether it's while you were at Cornell, whether it's in your current job, you're playing cricket, everyone's curious, how do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, you should love what you do. And if you love doing what you do, it doesn't feel like work. And like I mentioned in the past, if you're in the present moment and you start recognizing opportunities, like there are small doors which if you grab them, you will be able to do what you want. So that is important. And second thing is focusing 100% on what you're doing at that point. So if I'm playing a game, I'm not thinking about my work. Or if I'm working, I'm not thinking at all about my cricket at that time. So it helps you switch from, it actually makes you relaxed as well because it's a break from cricket when I'm working and it's a break from work when I'm playing. So I take it in that way. So I try to switch